What's up, everybody? This is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are watching Ranger Wrap Up. Peace. What's up, everybody?
Saturday. Sorry for the delay. That's all on me. Sorry for you guys having to wait in the chat room. But, I mean, it gives you guys an opportunity to talk to each other. But we're back. It's Saturday. It's the Ranger Wrap-Up, your favorite show on this channel. Probably one of your favorite Power Ranger live streams. And we got the whole team back, minus we missing Aaron today. But it's fine. We got everybody here. And it's Saturday. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. True. So let's get started. Who do we got here? We got Daniel. Hit us with the AKAs. And also, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Joe Illuminerdi. What is going on, sir?
Daniel's audio.
Now they can hear him.
Most important person,
Okay, all right.
most important person in the room. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. Matthew Thompson and the NWA is in the house. DBZ Central, Rafael Navarro, the Blur, Jalen Glover. We see you all, and we appreciate that you're here live talking Power Rangers. Now, don't be fooled by tonight. Don't be fooled by today's title. We're going to be diving into a lot of Netflix stuff and answering your questions.
Truth.
We do have that super chat feature available. That's for all of you diehard Illuminerdi fans or diehard Power Ranger fans that want to know more about the franchise. We have that black book, but that will not be exposed here today, sir. But what will be exposed today is our thoughts and opinions on this. So much is made up about 3 episodes. 3 episodes. Where are they going to be? Nickelodeon, Netflix, who knows? YouTube. We're going to answer all your questions right here. But thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's a gloomy Saturday.
I know, it is very gloomy right now.
Here in LA, it's gloomy.
I'm getting my COVID shot, my second COVID shot today.
Oh,
so
God.
I might be dead after.
What time's that at?
3 o'clock.
Ooh, so you're going to be out of commission for a day.
If you guys want to tweet me and wish me luck, that would be much appreciated.
You'll
Also,
be fine.
yeah.
You just want to quarantine yourself for 14 days again, just in case. It's okay. That's what I did. I had no symptoms. I quarantined myself for 14 days. Everything was great.
Yeah.
But I had COVID. You didn't. It's worse for people.
Wait, shouldn't
really?
it mean that you don't need it since you got like natural antibodies, I guess?
Man, I'm just trying to be safe. I'm just trying to be safe for everybody
there. We also, Joe, we're gonna be doing a little giveaway at the end of the show.
We are gonna be doing a giveaway by the end of this show right here live.
Yes. And I apologize for anybody that was triggered by the title of this stream. I just wanted to see if anybody was awake. And you know what? No, I'm not. I don't apologize for it. It is true. Like, Twitter is just the worst place to go for Ranger fans because you just got a bunch of whiny babies on there complaining about stupid stuff. But so do you guys want to jump into the big news that Power Rangers officially confirmed over the week?
Yeah, let's jump into that big news. Power Rangers is officially confirmed on Netflix. Now, here we go. We got to break this down and talk about this. A lot of people out there. I could have sworn. Who always die? Oh, Thea Games. I wish Thea Games was in here today. Thea Games usually has these facts about what's happening in Power Rangers. I could have swore that he said that Power Rangers whole season 1 was going to be on Nickelodeon. Actually, the postseasons where I could be wrong, but he's not here in the chat to defend himself, really. But look, we now know that the future of Power Rangers, at least the future, the immediate future of Dino Fury, is going to be on Netflix. A lot of fans may not want to believe it, and I find it fascinating. There's a lot of fans out there that, look, even when we said, we dropped this news, not saying that we are the almighty, all-knowing Power Ranger soothsayers. I'm not saying that whatsoever. What I am saying, though, is that we did say, hey, like, this is a story. This is what's out there. We got a lot of pushback on that. A lot of pushback saying, I'm going to wait till it's officially confirmed. These guys are lying. And I'm going to wait till we got called crooks by people that wanted official announcements. Well, here we are a year later. I bet you look like a fool now, don't you? So we now know that Power Rangers is going to Netflix. And we got those fans again that are like, oh, well, even I think Power Rangers official Twitter tweeted this out. And it was like, oh, well, we're not going to hear, we're going to wait for official word from Power Rangers. They gave you official word and you still didn't want to believe it. So I don't know what to tell you. I guess you're just going to be really surprised when it ends up on Netflix.
Really surprised. They're just really surprised. But, I mean, it makes sense. The thing that I don't quite understand what they're doing, but it's fine. I'm happy with is adding the 3 episodes. Do you guys think that they initially wanted to air those 3 episodes? This is what I think.
On Nickelodeon?
Yeah, they wanted to air it before the hiatus, have 11 episodes aired, but something happened. And then maybe their deal with Netflix before they started filming was like, oh, well, we're going to promise you 11 episodes for June 15th this upcoming year. And they weren't able to air it on Nickelodeon, so that's why they're airing it all on Netflix.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. I think that's exactly what happened. Well, you know what? Maybe they had it planned out that way, and then they had to do an issue with scheduling, especially with Nickelodeon. They probably had a mandated hiatus that they have to do or some stuff because I know they slowed down episodes because of the Nick Awards or whatever and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it could have just been kind of that mixed in with just other poor timing, and it was like, well, unfortunately, you're gonna lose 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
9, 10, 11 will be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this actually? I mean, look, I know we're talking the maybes and the what ifs and what could have been and what should have been, but is this all of you 27 people that are actually watching us? Uh, Talk to us about how you feel about this Netflix shift. What do you guys? Are you guys excited for it? Are you guys not excited for it? Let us know in the chat because at the end of the day, we do the show for you guys, and it's really what your opinion is what counts. But I am curious to know if you guys wanted to see that contract fulfilled on Nickelodeon, or if you think that this Netflix deal is going to be better for it, because it's going to be the future of what we're dealing with here in Power Rangers. And also ask us questions about whatever you have your burning Power Ranger questions. We do have the chat feature, but even if you don't use the super chat feature, just ask us those questions because I think that's one of the things that we do on this show that we can address a lot of things, but sometimes we get very short. So we already got a super chat. We get very short sighted of what's coming up real quick, and when that's going to be this Netflix thing. We don't know how it really broke down, and we don't really know how it's going to work out. And I don't think the thing is there's not a lot of information on how it all is going to work out. So that's the one thing that I think we need a little bit more clarification on from Hasbro or Netflix, or we need to seek it out ourselves. But Daniel, why don't you read us that super chat question?
So, super chat question goes from the Blur. Hey, good to see you. Glad you're getting shot too, Joe. Congratulations for you. And I think Dino Fury on Netflix is good. And fans who like fans who like to whine just don't get some a lot. That's all.
That may be true. That may be true. Who knows? But I think one of the funniest things that I saw, it was was it Toku Chris or someone had posted on Twitter. Man, fans are complaining that 3 extra episodes are being posted on Netflix, and they're always complaining about having to wake up so early in the morning to watch it on Nickelodeon. But they're going to be the same fans at 3 a.m. waiting for it to refreshing their Netflix screen to see it pop up on Netflix on June 15th.
So I have a question, and I don't know if this has been addressed, but it was a beginning of a question that Tone Robinson asks. Do you think Netflix will work with Hasbro to make the budget a little bit bigger? That's actually a really good question. Mainly because I can dissect that a little bit, at least on the production end. So for those of you that don't know, a little page behind the curtain, or a little look behind the curtain of my life. I used to work in production for a long time, ever since college, pretty much until I formed that hashtag show. So I was in production at a very high level, from post production and just physical production. So here's what I do know: is usually when a studio or a distributor signs a deal with whatever property, they usually give them a X amount of dollars for production budget. Now that can range anywhere between hundreds of thousands to millions. We're not sure yet. And Netflix works theirs out in a very unique way. And I think that Netflix is very individual based, depending on what they make privately with their deals. And Daniel might know a little bit about that with comedians, right? Because they usually give them X amount of dollars for whatever series or comedy specials, and then to the creators. So this could be happening with Power Rangers. Now, here's the thing: if this deal was struck, that Nickelodeon only got, hey, we only have you for one more year, and or for whatever year that deal ran out, which it looks like it's running out, I guess, already. So maybe they had Dino Fury for just those amount of episodes because that's when the contract ended, and maybe the Netflix deal kicked in. But if that is the case, I'm curious to see if the Netflix production money went to the rest of the season, and if maybe we get a bigger budget this season, and maybe this deal has been struck for a while because maybe they do have the budget, because there's these rumors about other Rangers appearing this season. Well, maybe they did have the budget to bring some of those Rangers in, especially the New Zealand ones that were already there. Again, this is all speculation, but I'm just trying to break this down from a production standpoint.
Can I put my 2 cents on that, or put my 2 cents in on that? I think that this whole Netflix deal, even with season 2, was just a distribution deal. Like, you kind of like when Beast Morphers ended and Ninja Steel ended. The deal with Netflix is just to air it on Netflix, not necessarily a Netflix production per se. I think this is just. I think that Dino Fury was just a contract obligation that they had to fulfill, and that it's not, as of right now, for Dino Fury in season 1 and 2. I think it's just a distribution thing, and I think we're not going to see much change production wise. We're not gonna see any of that Netflix money in the production.
So
that's interesting.
This first look, I mean, it feels like, if they got their money from Nickelodeon, though, at least production money from Nickelodeon, it would be weird for Netflix to get the rights to air it first, mainly because it stays on Netflix. I can understand it going to Nickelodeon first and then immediately going to Netflix after, mainly because they would want that initial premiere, those premiere numbers. But look, linear TV is dead.
Yep.
Let's call it. So, the way that this works out more so for everybody else involved, Netflix, Power Rangers, because it's an easier place to find Power Rangers, and I don't have to wake up at I don't know, what was coming on here in LA, 6 in the morning or something?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I'm not waking up for that. We got another super chat though. Daniel, hit us with it.
The Blur says, do you think the deal with Netflix will also lead to the distribution with the upcoming movie with Entwistle, and have a stream on demand, video on demand kind of theater release?
Hey, you know what? Look, I don't want to alert. Listen, this is all. There's 30 of us in here that are talking. We got 3 of us in here. We could just talk freely, right? This is
go for it.
We're not gonna. So look, remember when I said last week that Entwistle, I don't think Entwistle is going to be the executive producer by the time Power Rangers comes around to its 30th anniversary?
Right.
I'll say this. I'm hearing more and more now that seems to actually be the case. So, I'm not saying he's off the project, but I am hearing that, he's not really interested in doing this anymore. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks I can get a little bit more information and to see if this checks out. And again, this isn't like an exclusive or anything like that. This is a rumor that I'm hearing right now. It's just a rumor that I'm hearing from people that are inside of agencies and stuff like that.
Let me ask you guys this question, since it's a rumor, there, or just speculation. If Entwistle isn't on board in making this universe, realistically, I don't want to hear no. You guys in the chat could chime in too. I don't want to hear no Kevin Feige. Give it to Kevin Feige. Who do you think would be the perfect architect for integrating a movie and TV universe for Power Rangers? No Kevin Feige's.
Right.
The chat. I don't want to hear no Kevin Feige's. He's not going to do that.
I don't know. That's a good question.
You have another super chat. Daniel, why don't you hit us with that first?
Jalen Glover hits with a super chat and says, "Some people can disagree with me, but this disagree with me on this, but I actually think the shift to Netflix is great. Given the fact that the people love to complain about the longest things, about the littlest things, I think it's a good change of pace."
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
it is. I mean, we've seen Power Rangers jump from network to network, and it still survived. So I don't think this is going to be any different. Matter of fact, I actually I almost wish all the shows were still on Netflix because it felt like a genuine home for Power Rangers that I could watch any season at any time. So that's that. But yeah, I'm excited that it's moving to Netflix too. I just think that it's going to be better for everybody. All right, so we're already getting some answers about who they want to helm this Power
Oh
Ranger
my
unit.
Oh,
God, you
come
guys!
on,
Come
guys.
on!
We said no. We didn't say fantasy casting or like fantasy employment, guys. Come on, Zack Snyder, James Gunn. It would be amazing, but we're not gonna get
Come
that.
on!
I disagree with you. I completely disagree with the both of you.
What?
100%
Come
I
on!
disagree. Dude, you guys are you kidding me? Like you might think that somebody like a Zack Snyder or James Gunn wouldn't touch any one of these projects. I will almost guarantee you that James Gunn is closer to adapting a tokusatsu than anybody else.
Well,
James
yeah, we
Gunn
did
is a
see that with
Tokusatsu
Kamen
fan.
Rider. Yeah.
So like you might think those are I agree with you, Jezzer. Kevin Feige, maybe not, but Zack Snyder and James Gunn, I wouldn't say that they're out of the question, especially on how they want to do that. Now, will fans be happy about those choices? Who knows? Especially about the Zack Snyder choice, probably not. But it doesn't mean he wouldn't take it. But the Zack Snyder thing, here's the thing: why I don't think Zack Snyder works. Mainly because if fans have problems with the way that the 2017 reboot was handled, I can only imagine what they're going to say about a Zack Snyder Power Ranger movie. And look how they reacted to the Adi Shankar one. I mean, you know what I mean? That pretty much was a Zack Snyder one.
That's true. That is true.
So James Gunn, I can understand, I can see, but the tone completely changes with James Gunn. So we
But
have.
do you think they're giving? Do you think they're going to give the money to either one of them that they're going to need to give?
Look, if you get James Gunn signed to a Power Ranger project, Hasbro, E1, Paramount, they're going to throw as much money as they can at that project. Are you kidding me? Like, why wouldn't they? Like any big time creator like that's going to come on and take over a franchise, they absolutely are going to throw money at that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I don't think it would be them pursuing him. They would need him to pursue them. Cause I don't think they'd even imagine, all right, hey, let's go ahead and offer it to James Gunn. I think it would have to be James Gunn saying, I'm interested in something. And then they're like, okay, yeah, let's try it.
It would work that way. I think what it would work, the way that it would work is the agents would know that there's a Power Ranger project out there. They would first try to get these A-list creators involved. James Gunn being one of them. So he would probably find the project and say whether or not he would want to take it. That's more likely how that would go down. And now Anthony and Joe Russo also is a great choice. And here's the reason why. They're already doing what's the anime with the birds? What am I talking about? They have bird costumes.
Anime with the birds.
Defenders of the something or Galaxy or whatever like that.
They're already doing that for their production company. Yeah. So if they're already doing that, to say that they would do Power Rangers isn't a far cry. The Anthony and Joe Russo is a great idea. So there's a lot out there. What do you guys got? I'm seeing here Shonda Rhimes, Matt Reeves.
I think for me, it's they might pull someone from. I can see someone from DreamWorks doing it, like someone like Dean DeBlois who did like the How to Train Your Dragon films, like even the animated films that they did on Netflix. I think someone like him would be a good fit to kind of handle both of these.
See, we got a super chat. Here we go. Ben's a true lad says, "Why don't we just go off the rails completely?" Russell T. Davies, realistic sci-fi. Hey, I'm a doctor. I do it.
He's not doing anything.
No, wait. Refresh my memory. I'm blind. Who?
Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. Who. Maybe.
So here's what look in a dream fantasy world, what Power Rangers needs. They need one central creator. This is not creator, but one central person to really helm that ship. The reason why Marvel is so successful is because they have Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige knows that whole world, and Kevin Feige is also not afraid to let good directors go if they don't follow in line with his project. A great example of that is Edgar Wright. Whoa, that was crazy.
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright was obviously supposed to do Ant-Man. They had a creative disagreement. He ended up leaving the project. Same thing, Scott Derrickson with Doctor Strange 2. So we already know that's what Kevin Feige does. Now, if you look at the other side of that is the DC universe. The DC universe is in shambles right now, regardless of whether you think it's bad or good or whatever it may be. It's in shambles right now because there's not one creative helming the whole vision. They had Zack Snyder lay out his films, but after that, once they started bringing everybody else in, it didn't quite match up because that studio had no leadership at the top for that DC project. What Power Rangers needs is somebody to oversee the universe that absolutely can understand it, and then assign and bring in people like a Russell T Davies to do a spinoff, or one of the other series. So if we're talking heavy sci-fi series, bring him in to do like a Time Force series. I know that's a little on the nose because of Doctor Who, but you guys get what I'm saying. But who is that one person that can really keep this cohesive universe together is the question that we're asking.
You know who I choose?
For me,
I choose Josh Schwartz. He did Runaways for Hulu, and I know he's not employed right now. So maybe Josh Schwartz. I don't know, or maybe
Josh.
Yeah.
From the OC.
Yeah, because he did the Runaways. He did Chuck. And he's a super nerd at heart, so I think that he'd be a good fit to kind of like hone in on this universe.
So you're saying he can world build?
Yeah, he can world build for sure.
All right, how about you, Daniel?
I don't know really because I'm trying to think about more of a producer or a showrunner that has literally specified interest in it. And that's the thing. It's like, well, one that's specified interest that's working now, I don't know. And then I'm thinking of one that's probably like close to what it's been done. And that's kind of hard because it's like, it's just Power Rangers wouldn't seem to be their bag. So I don't know.
Hey,
I really don't have an answer.
We also got a super chat. Daniel, read it off.
Well, MJ Spud, shout out to you. Glad to see you back. MJ Spud says Edgar Wright would be good for a character story.
Hey, we also Joe, you're talking about Thea Games before. What did you want to ask him?
Oh, Thea Games, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Did you or did you not say that Dino Fury was going to be one season fully on Nickelodeon or 2 seasons fully on Nickelodeon? Because I could have swore that it was you that had that information, but that's why I wanted to ask before saying either way.
Yeah.
Look, I just spilled some Guinness all over the floor.
But that is a crazy idea or like revelation that Entwistle may not be the architect. Going forward with it. Who knows?
I think who would be a good architect for this universe, but they would need great creative directors to really to bring this world to life is honestly Kyle Higgins.
Kyle Higgins, yes.
Well, that legal problem, that's not happening.
We can't talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Actually, you know who else would be a good choice that might be like a stab in the dark? John Francis Daley. Do you know who that is? He was on Freaks and Geeks, and he was one of the writers for Into the Spider-Verse. And he's also helping Seth Rogen with the TMNT reboot animation film.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. I think that Higgins could be a good fit for this. Obviously, he understands the world, but and he's very interactive with fans. I mean, he knows, he gets it. He listens to the fans and understands what they're doing. He's obviously a good girl. He's good at world building. He did it with Batman Beyond's comic, which was amazing. He obviously did it with Power Rangers, and he's now with Radiant Black. So he knows how to world build. So he would be a great choice for this as well.
Ryan Parrott?
Maybe. He needs it. Yeah, like Kyle Higgins. He needs a team on the TV side and movie side to handle it.
Oh yeah.
I just don't see. I mean, obviously, it's hard to imagine that Hasbro Entertainment One or even Paramount would give such a large franchise to a comic book writer. No offense to Ryan or Kyle, but it just seems like they want like a name that they can tout to be like, oh, this guy's creating our universe.
Yeah, correct.
You know what, Kevin Smith?
Huh? What?
Kevin Smith.
Okay, yeah.
That
Correct me
that
if I'm
man's
wrong though.
busy making great TV.
Correct me if I'm wrong
Huh?
though. Over at Warner Brothers, they are getting great reception with their animated film universe, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
Right?
let me just tell you right now. Are you talking about Masters of the Universe?
No, the DC animated universe, the DC animated films.
Oh, yeah. They are.
The creators of that are primarily comic book writers.
Yeah.
It's based on usually comic book
Yeah.
stories. Yes.
No, but
yeah.
they have there's a producer, but a lot of the other producers involved are the writers that wrote those comics.
Yeah. They're usually involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like how you said with Kyle Higgins, have Kyle Higgins involved in that sense to be kind of like the liaison to the brand, you know, to the mythos.
Kevin Smith would be great. I'm not. We're not allowed. I can't really talk about this until later on, in a month. But I'm just gonna tell you, Masters of the Universe, what he's doing with that. If he does something like that with Power Rangers, I think people are gonna be like, "Oh shit."
Did you already see it?
I'm not allowed to say.
I'm sorry. I remember when.
No comment. No comment, man.
But
I mean, answer your question, yes. And by the way, if you want to come over sometime next week, you can too, buddy.
Masters of the. I'm not very versed in the that world.
Oh, trust me, you don't have to be. I mean, it's starting up a new show, so there's no reason for you to have to know anything.
Yeah,
It's like any other show, like Voltron.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
No,
everything.
I did not know Voltron either.
Yeah, you know.
Like it's very good.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, I just like I said, I honestly don't think that the whole Netflix deal is anything more than distribution. And I think another thing that I've been seeing come up often on Twitter and Ranger boards, like, oh well, if they can get Dino Fury season 1 and 2, why can't they bring back all the other seasons and put it back on Netflix?
Hey, we do have another super chat. Daniel, read it for us.
MJ Spud says Kevin Smith, Stoner Rangers.
You know what? We kind of already had that with Dustin from Ninja Storm. He was kind of like a stoner, wasn't he? He seemed like a stoner.
It felt like who's the Purple Ranger from Jungle Fury?
Yeah, Purple Ranger from Jungle Fury as well. He was also RJ.
Yeah.
He seemed like a stoner also.
Yeah, we just need a Ranger team of stoners. I think that'd be freaking hilarious.
Actually, like that's not a terrible idea. That would be.
And
it's like
trust me, they'd be down. They'd be down, ready to fight. Like it's just like, all right, guess it's what we gotta do.
Now,
go
there
for
was
it.
so much motivation. They'd be like, "Dude, what's up? Like, why do we have to fight, man?"
You know who else?
Oh, but if that's the job, they're just.
You know who else came off as a kind of like a stoner was Bridge from SPD.
A little, a little bit.
Yeah.
He definitely.
But yeah, so like I think in regards to like, oh, why doesn't Netflix put the original series on since they have Dino Fury? That's not that. I mean, those are two different things. There's a licensing thing and a distribution thing, right? Like, they're not gonna pay the license for those how many seasons? Like, I want to say like 25 seasons that they took off. 25 seasons of Power Rangers. They're not gonna pay it back. And if anything, like, yes, have you guys seen the upload schedule or upload for the Power Rangers on YouTube? Like, it's kind of like all over the place. They're not continuing a season. They're just kind of uploading randomly. Have you guys noticed that?
No.
So they're just uploading, like, they're gonna do Dino Thunder and just upload every episode, like, in sequence. But then they started uploading other seasons, and it's just like on and off. Like, I don't mind it being on YouTube, but I just like.
They need some cohesion. They need some scheduling. They just need some organization. Funny we're talking about this. I want to pitch, and you and I, Jezra, have talked about this, like pitching their YouTube channel, like content, because I think that there's a lot they could be doing with their YouTube channel that could really be for everybody, and they're not. And it just like it drives me as a creative crazy, like insane, because there's so many fun things you can do to really either A, get that new younger audience involved, or B, have something those longtime fans that they can dive into. Like, there's so many things they can be doing, and it's so frustrating sometimes.
I know, but
But
you know,
speaking of that,
it's a,
I want to ask the chat. Sometimes on Ranger wrap-ups, would you guys like to, yeah, I was doing those Power Ranger watch-alongs with different Rangers and different people from other seasons. Would you guys want to see those on, like, when we have slow weeks here for the Ranger wrap-up? Leave a message in the comments, or leave a message
they're
in the
gonna
chat,
say
I should say.
yes.
Well, I mean, look, because it's something that I was just talking to one of the other actors, last week, and they asked me the same question. I was like, dude, like I didn't know that there was like an interest in that stuff, because when I was doing those or premiering those live, it didn't seem like they were like.
I think it was after the fact. I think like people are finding it like later on. I think if there is a way we can do it where we can actually show the screen too without getting flagged, I think that'd be great. It's very tough. It's very tough to do, like not interactive, but like immersive watch-alongs, right? Because
Well, I mean, we can do it as long as we kind of ignore the chat for the actual watch along part, and then take all the stuff after the fact. I mean, look, we can try to aim to do one of these, not next week, because hey, Jezzer, just to let you guys know, we usually have a group chat. I will not be here next week. Next weekend is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you. Well, it's not there yet. You can wish me on the day of, and I expect something from you.
Are you coming? Are you going on vacation? You gonna go travel?
I don't know. Stephanie's planning my life out, so who knows? But yeah, we are gonna. I do want to talk about morphicon, because that's on the horizon next month as well.
It is, and they've been kind of like putting out guest notifications on their page, but if you actually go to the webpage, they have a huge list of guests that they have already. Let me go down the list. So, first off, one of our favorite Pink Rangers, Aaron Cahill, is going to be doing what is it, like virtual hangouts, or
yeah, like little virtual meet and greets. Look at all these birthday wishes from all you amazing folks out there.
So yeah, next Saturday you guys gotta hit him up on Twitter and just blow up his Twitter feed. So Aaron Cahill is gonna be in there. Chris, is it Chris Violet? SPD Blue is gonna be doing one. So I think he's done a few cons, but he's been in a lot of things lately. Like he was in that Star Trek show, so that's gonna be cool to see him. Come back to the fandom. Jeff Perazzo, White Dino Thunder. That's a big fan favorite. Everybody loves Jeff Perazzo. Another White Ranger. I always think she's a Pink Ranger, but it's a White Ranger. Is Jessica Ray from Wild Force. So that's cool. Who else we got? Ooh, one of our favorites, Miss Melody Perkins, Astronema. That's gonna be a cool one. Do you know if they release it? So this is all these meetups are free, or you have to pay for these individual meetups? Do you know?
I believe they're free.
Oh wow, that was cool. Friend of the show, Mr. Roger Velasco from Power Rangers in Space. Great time. Remember that long live stream we did with him and Brandon? That was a fun time. Another one of Joe's favorites, Angie Diaz from Mystic Force.
My favorite was Ronnie from Overdrive.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you don't like Angie Diaz?
I mean, she's cool. Don't put me on the spot there, buddy.
Another fan favorite is Campbell Cooley. Will be joining the virtual meetup. So, big Power Ranger alumni there. Catherine Sutherland, MMPR Pink, Zeo Pink, Turbo Pink. So that's cool. They actually have a good amount of people.
Are we allowed? I mean, I don't know. Are we allowed to announce which panels we're doing?
Did you get any? Any notices that you couldn't? I mean, it's literally maybe 2 weeks out. So I mean, I'm sure it should be okay, right? No.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't give a notice, but still, I don't know.
Go ahead, Joe.
Well, yeah. Well, I know that the Illuminerdi. Let's give a shout out first to our sister station, our sister network, the Morphin Network. They're going to be doing 2 panels as well. They're doing voice actors from New Zealand panel, which is going to be quite amazing. Nice. But they're also doing the Ninja Storm panel.
Nice.
So that should be pretty cool for all of you guys and us here at the Illuminerdi. I think it's perfect that we're doing a couple of these panels. And the ones that we're going to be doing Power Rangers SPD with Chris Violette and a few of the other cast members. And we are doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So we're going to be doing the originators here. So that it should be a lot of
the OGs. So another fan favorite, we got Dan Ewing. Ewing? How do you say his name? I've never met him before.
Dan, you?
Yeah, from RPM. I think you guys met him, what is it, at that YesterCon or whatever? Hillary Shepard from Power Rangers Turbo. So she's always a blast. From Beast Morphers, Christina Ho.
Oh, hey.
Yep. Nakia Baris from Zio. So we got all the OG Rangers coming back. Philip Jean-Marie from Wild Force. Cool guy, cool guy. One of the alphas, I've never met this one. Romy, I've never met her.
Oh, she's a part of my Mighty Morphin.
Oh, she is. Okay, okay. The man, the myth, the legend, the architect of the new comics, Ryan Parrott. That dude is awesome. Who else we got?
Yeah.
And last but not least, William Schufelt from Ninja Steel. Ninja Steel. Back.
Representing. You know, that's going to be awesome. And I'm excited for Virtual Morphicon 2021. Should be a lot of fun. But you know what? I've been talking to a few guys too. Eric Berry, Aaron. That's right. Toku Chris. And we're having talks about Viewing Globe 2. So just keep it posted for more. It won't be for a while, but I just want to let y'all know. Viewing Globe 2. It's going to happen.
Estee is in here. Estee.
Hey, what's going on, man? But yeah, it should be a lot of fun in a couple weeks doing a Morphicon.
Yeah. I think...
Oh, you know what I...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was like, I have an answer to a producer option for Power Rangers, and I'm thinking it would probably be like Sam Esmail. I know he was like the showrunner and producer for Mr. Robot, but he's also going to be overseeing the Battlestar Galactica thing for I think for Peacock. That they'll be doing. So I mean, he's in that realm.
Are they rebooting it again like they did the first reboot?
It's a new take, they say. So probably. We got a super chat from Thomas DaCosta, and it says, "Will the new Power Ranger universe be canceled if Entwistle leaves?"
No. Simple answer to that is a no.
Absolutely not.
There's too much on the line for them to have canceled this in motion. I think that they're looking at Power Rangers. Like I said last week, I think we should kind of gauge to see how their promotional stuff goes for Snake Eyes, because I think we'll kind of get that same love. I think for the most part, we'll get that same love for Power Rangers, but I don't expect that momentum to turn. Look, they have an idea of where they want the direction to go. Whether or not Entwistle is going to be still attached to that, who knows? I know I saw earlier in the chat, they said that he's, this is, I don't know what they said, but they said, well, he is still attached. They're just not making any announcements until they get more figured out. Part of that is true, but part of that is also because he's on 2 other projects before he even gets to Power Rangers. I don't have to see what those projects were because they're not publicly announced yet because we have information on them. But I do know that Power Rangers is not on the forefront of that. And I also know, I mean, if I can be quite candid here, I can say this with almost certainty that there won't be any new Power Rangers after Dino Fury until the 30th anniversary.
Ooh.
So
wait, time out. You can't just drop a bomb and you gotta say that again?
I thought no. Like what?
So wait, so Dino Fury is 28th season, right? And then Dino Fury season 2 is 29th. So you're saying, so the way you're saying it, there is going to be one right after Dino Fury.
Well, there's going to be something for Power Rangers for the 30th anniversary. That's what I know.
Okay. Just dropping a bomb midstream.
I didn't know that was. I didn't know that was.
Well, there's another super chat from the Blur, and he says, "How is Cosmic Protectors progressing?"
Man, pretty good. There's a lot of had a shift in turn, but now we're on a good track, and it's. I can't wait for everybody to see what we've been working on. And that's another thing too, is we stopped the Patreon thing mainly because I want to have something finished first to show everybody, and then re-engage. But before we even do Cosmic Protectors, we're doing something else Power Rangers related first. and I think that's going to be pretty cool. But it's adapting something else that I think people might like.
That is cool.
And that has other Rangers involved in it too.
That is cool. Maybe, for cosmic protectors who can get some physical representation of like some of the concepts with this 3D printer here, huh? You can start printing stuff out. Yes.
But no, I think that with that was a good question. I didn't realize that information was like a shock to anybody, right? About the 30th.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, because it kind of just. How long are you holding on to that one?
Right?
But I thought we had already said this.
Wow, that's crazy.
I guess
we should probably change the title now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, you'll really know by February what's going to happen. My guess is that we'll get Lightning Collection announcements, but I think we may even get a tease. Who knows? But like, I really don't think we're going to get anything until anything new with Power Rangers announced until it's around the 30th anniversary.
Oh.
Or it's going to be for the 30th anniversary.
So 2023 then.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's
2020.
But I mean, look, we'll get news before then because we'll get news about the movie that's being worked on, casting for it. So it's not like we're not going to get anything.
I think we're gonna get news for Power Ranger TV or at least for movies, probably after we get some casting stuff for Transformer. What is it? Animal Kingdom or something? What is it called? Animal Alliance or Beast Alliance.
Yeah, Beast Alliance.
As soon as they start casting all that, then we're gonna get some production news for Power Rangers. They're just.
Hey, so you said we were doing a giveaway,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a giveaway. How do you want to pass it out? Jared Hodges, yours is on its way. Josh says. Which do you remember what was in the box?
I do.
Yeah, which one do you want to give out?
Well, let me think. What did we already give out?
We did the Pink Ranger and Boom Tower.
The Pink Ranger and Boom Tower. Did we? So we have a few more. We have the Lightning Collection figures, right, to give out?
Yeah, which wave is that?
It's the wave with Leo. I believe it's Leo, Sid, and somebody else. Ethan from Dino Thunder.
Let's do Ethan.
I mean, who? I mean, I don't know. Let's give out Adam.
Adam? We're giving out Adam? Ooh,
let's give
Adam.
out Adam. I like. It's one of my favorite Rangers.
Green Zeo Ranger. How do we want to do like a question or? Didn't really think this one.
Yeah, Daniel, why don't you choose it? How do you want to overcomplicate this?
Man, right. I'm like, I don't know, trying to figure out a question, but it's like I don't really have any trivia in my head.
How about this? How about this? The best answer.
How about this? Right after our episode, we're debuting Piggy Stardust. She has a new DIY video for Cruella.
There you go.
Making mini ears.
There you go.
I want all of you guys to comment and use the hashtag Cruella mini ears. Whoever we see, we're gonna use all those hashtags that you guys use for the Cruella mini ears thing. Matter of fact, I want you to share that video on Twitter using that hashtag. I'm gonna randomly pick one of those people because we'll retweet it. I'm gonna randomly pick one of those, and they'll win. Matter of fact, I'll randomly pick 4 of you, and we'll give out each one of those Lightning Collection figures.
Ooh. Dang. So yeah.
That sounds.
The video, Kimmy's video, or Pinky Stardust video goes live
in 9 minutes.
At 1 o'clock. It's gonna follow this show. All you have to do is share that video out on Twitter using the hashtag Cruella Mickey Ears.
Got it? You guys got it? Cool.
And then we will find, and you guys got a week to do this, so we'll check out all the hashtags. We'll check out all those hashtags, pick 4 winners, and we'll notify you of which Lightning Collection figure you'll be getting.
Nice. So that, just so we have enough time to prep that show, I think that's a good place to end. So that's awesome.
Well, Matthew's like, I don't use Twitter out of the running. Well, Twitter is free, and that's the great thing about it. So jump on
Twitter, man. You need to be on Twitter.
Trust me, man. You'll be okay.
Yeah, Matthew, and you're an actor, brother. You should be having that Twitter account, man. You want those agents to follow you, my friend. Yep. Next movie. By the way, go check out Matthew's work. He's amazing. He's a great dude too.
Nerd with Tech. It's Cruella Disney Ears. Hashtag Cruella Disney Ears.
Here, I'll write it in here. I'll write it in here for you guys.
The video is coming up.
Nice.
The video is gonna come up in about 6 minutes. So Daniel, where can we find you on social media? And you got any special podcasts coming up?
Well, you can find me on social media at the Illuminated BSG. I'm starting to use Twitter again, so I can show once again Matthew how to really use it. Besides that, what does he say? Nah, Twitter costs my soul. Well, it's not too much of a price. It's fine. You'll be okay. I mean, you're an actor with long hair.
You don't have a
have
soul.
no soul. So I mean, come on.
You cut the hair.
Yeah, but no. Anyway, I'm on Twitter, Illuminated BSG. Besides that, you can find me here on the channel. I'm just working, doing what I can. Also, I'm on a podcast called That's Life on the Rat House Network, where it's myself and two of my friends get online and we sit behind mics and just talk about life, what's happening, what's going on, really in pop culture, and just comment on it, laugh on it. You'll most likely hear some new music on the way. It's good stuff. You guys should check it out.
Joe?
You can find me at Joe Illuminerdi on all social media and right here every week at the Illuminerdi. You can also go check out my interviews over at ScreenRant.com. Yeah, that's right. I am at ScreenRant.com. And I wanted to say that later on today, we have a great lineup of Illuminerdi programming for you. Up next is Piggy Stardust with her Cruella Mickey Ears thing, DIY thing. It's pretty cool. After that, you got Josh and Jamie breaking down Star Trek. They're doing a retro episode of Star Trek Enterprise. So if you are into Star Trek or sci-fi, go check out that show because they're talking about general sci-fi stuff over there too. But if you're not into Star Trek, that's a great place to start with those guys. And if you like reliving old school Power Rangers, join the Retro Ranger Wrap-Up. Blackwing's going to be over there with Josh and Elle and Corey. They're going to be breaking down Power Rangers Light Speed Rescue. So go check that out. Also, subscribe right here at the Illuminerdi. Jezzer, what's your sign up?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at Jezzer Zeus. I guess. We want to do the classic sign off, Joe?
Yes, guys. Thank you for watching us on this gloomy Saturday afternoon. But we appreciate it. We appreciate that you're here. But please hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending
Geek
in
pop culture.
Pop culture.
Still a little rusty. We'll get it.